Good evening. It's Donna Banks. It is Monday night all over again, and we're here to talk about the Fresh Book Festival 2024. I just had a wonderful conversation with a Mr. Rich Howley, who has written a children's book about financial literacy. It's for children 5 to about 8 years old. It's called um, Can I Have a Dollar by Rich Hawley. It is so well done. And when he was speaking this evening on Zoom in our Fresh Conversation, which is a Fresh Book Festival product, I was just so engaged in the fact that he took the time to speak to financial literacy for children that age. How hard is that? To be able to have a book and make sure that they understand the financial literacy portion of it. Thank you, Mr. Hawley. He is available for your summer camp programs. Rich Hawley, and the book is called Can I Have a Dollar? And how many children coming up, even when I was coming up, Mom, you got 10 cents. Mom, you got 50 cents. Mom, you got $1. The ice cream man is coming. And so, but did we ever say to our children, I have $1, but you can spend 50 cents, but we have to save 50 cents? And this is something that if you didn't do it with your children, and there might be many, many reasons why. You might not have had financial literacy education yourself. You might not have known the importance of financial literacy. A lot of us, people in my age, thought we would be working for a company for, I don't know, 30 years and then 25 years, and they would match our earnings into our 401k, blah, 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 and all would be great with the world. But the thing about that is the money didn't stop. The money did not stop at that point, right? And so the things that you could buy when you started your 401k or whatever retirement plan there was, you can't buy that same amount of whatever you were thinking you were going to buy 30 years later with the money that you save. So you always need more money. And so if we could start our children out very, very young and giving them some financial literacy courses about how to save money. I said to Mr. Hawley that I always give a newborn a bank because I think that's the first thing that you should do, is just to start teaching them how to put money away. Even if you say, okay, if you have $20 in your bank, you could spend 10, but you can't spend another 10 till you have 20 in there again. So there's always 10 in the bank. And so that's a way to give them some direction about saving money. And I want those kind of workshops for children at the book festival this year. I think it's important that we start talking about financial literacy in a way that children understand it. And it's going to be way different for us because, the way they're talking now, money is not going to be the thing that you have, but there's got to be a way that we still teach financial literacy, how to save, how to put some aside, what's an AR, what's an APR, what is a 20% deficit? All those things have to come into play as they get older. So let's talk about the Fresh Book Festival. It is in the beautiful city of Daytona Beach. It will be February 22, 23, 24 in the year of 2024. And we are really looking forward to the 3-day event. On the first day, we're looking for short films. So if you're a short filmmaker and you believe that you would like it a part of the Fresh Book Festival, please send it to us. The email address is freshbookfestivals@gmail.com. You could use a WeTransfer or however you want to send it to us so we can take a look at it. You can send it on YouTube to us so we can see as a group. I have a committee who will choose who's going to be a part of the film festival in 2024. We want to do more workshops on copyrights, trademarks, making sure that these residuals that you're getting are part of your will, making sure that your Cash App is part of your will, making sure that your websites are in your will, so that if you were to pass, People know where to get your money, and you have to bequeath that money to somebody. Let's not leave that money for the state to take. It's just unfortunate that we leave this world and so much money is left to the state because we have not made provisions for where the money is going to go. What else do we want to do? We want to do more authors from overseas. We want to make that connection from the UK, from Africa, from Australia, from any place, Canada, South America, any the West Coast, East Coast. We want people to have a connection globally, to be able to read what they have and for them to read what we have. So we're knowledgeable about the world, not just our 12 blocks, right? And what we do. So we want to bring in authors, of course, via Zoom to talk about their books. And we also want people to be more engaged in workshops. So if you have a book about audiobooks, or if you have a book about self-care, if you have a book about mental healing and mental health, if you have a book about I wanted to be a doctor and now I am, I want those kind of workshops to be a part of the book festival so that we know people who look like us are doctors and lawyers and mental therapists and people who are in the finances and people, well, people who just write for the fiction fun of it, like I do. We want all those people to be represented at the Fresh Book Festival. There's no genre that we really turn down, except maybe satanic, and then that has its place too, because it's literacy, regardless of how you look at it. It's still writing, and someone has to write well to write about those types of things also. We want workshops on how to do something. We have some absolutely fabulous painters, artists, muralists out here who have books, who are coffee table books. Please come to the festival. Let us know how you got started. Who was your Obi-Wan Kenobi to say, listen, you can do this. You can be an artist. You can make money from this. If you're a sculpturist, is that the word? I think that's it. If you're a clay maker, if you work with your hands in any way, if you're a seamstress, and you have written a book about these things, come join us. We'll have a whole segment, a whole afternoon on crafty books and what to do with your hands. And we just want everybody to be represented. When you come, every author that comes gets 10 to 15 minutes on stage to talk about their book and present themselves. We have a red carpet. Please come just join us. Registration is going to open up August 1st. It is the Fresh Book Festival. It is in the beautiful city of Daytona Beach. It will be 22, 23, 24 in the year of 2024. You say, Donna, why are you pushing it now? Because guess what? It's right around the corner. Here it is, June. It will be 2024 before you know it. So think about it. Think about it, and think about how you would want to do a workshop and come to the book festival and be a part. Also, the next biggest book festival that I'm aware of is in Atlanta. Go to the National Book Festival in Atlanta. It is 27 July, I think through the 30th. Mr. Curtis Bunn is the director of that particular book festival. Is one of the largest. Reach out. I'm not sure he even has any registrations left, but even if you can't go as an author, go as a participant to meet all the people, because there's so much knowledge in those rooms at his event that you can't buy that kind of knowledge in one place. It's the Fresh Book Festival in the year 2024. If you have any ideas, If you would like to be featured on Zoom In on a Fresh Conversation and you have a book, reach out to us, freshbookfestivals@gmail.com. We are open to interview. I think I have interviews open maybe in August. Yeah, we're pretty full. So if I haven't reached out to you or we want to get to know each other, just reach out, freshbookfestivals@gmail.com. Thank you very much. It's Monday night. I hope that whoever you're rooting for in the NBA Finals, they win. I'm not real basketball fan, but I know that people are really engaged into the sport, and so I hope that your particular team wins. And thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.